Here's your latest update on this breaking news story that we're leading with. The South African Police Services have confirmed that there was a police presence at the business premises of Mr. Brown Mogotsi in Seweding village in Mahikeng, Northwest Province. KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi previously linked Mogotsi to Senzo Mchunu, who is currently on special leave amid claims of political interference in police operations. Mogotsi is accused of being part of the push to disband the political killings task team, a move that irked Mkhwanazi. Mogotsi was named as an unauthorized person with access to confidential police information. Our reporter, Thabiso Moss, is on the scene and now joins us for more. Thabiso, good evening. Thank you so much for your time. Let's perhaps get into the details of this and perhaps what the latest details are. We know that two different units from an earlier reportage by you, that two different police units had shown up at the premises of Brown Mogotsi. Can you give us clarity about which unit is exactly the one that executed this raid and if there's any clarity on your part perhaps about where the instruction for this raid had come from, and if it's a precipitating move towards a potential arrest of Brown Mogotsi?
Good evening, Oliver, and our viewers at home. With regard to the police unit that has really carried out this raid at Brown Mogotsi's business premises here at Seweding village. We understand that the raid took place after 4 p.m. in the afternoon, but I arrived here after 6 p.m. But what I can tell you from some of the information that we have received, those police officers, some of them were wearing masks. Some of them were wearing balaclavas. They were carrying armed with AK-47. That's what we understand at this stage. But we can't tell you, we are unable to confirm which police unit carried out that particular raid at this stage. So that's the information that we get from some of the people who were here when the raid happened at the time. But what I can also bring to the attention of our viewers with regard to the local police here in Mahikeng is that Mahikeng police officers arrived here after 5 p.m. after that raid has really taken place, because we understand that they heard about this raid. They were not aware that there's a raid that is being carried out here at Brown Mogotsi's business premises. So they came here after hearing about that particular raid, which they were not aware of before they came here. But what I can also tell our viewers at home is that, so when I arrived there after 6 p.m., so I found those police officers from Mahikeng and Mabato police stations that were here. There were about, I think, about a large contingent of police here, about 10 police vehicles that were here, who were gathering outside Brown Mogotsi's business premises when I arrived here after 6 p.m. So we also understand that the police officers who have carried out that particular raid after 4 p.m. in the afternoon, they confiscated cell phones from the people whom they found in this place. You'll remember, Oliver, that this place, some small businesses, there are some tenants in this place who are running some small businesses. So they have rented a place from Brown Mogotsi that we understand. There are several small businesses that are operating in this business premises. So we understand that those police officers who have carried out that particular raid have confiscated some cell phones here. We understand it's from some of the tenants who were found here at this place at the time, but we don't know how many cell phones were confiscated and the reasons that were advanced about those police officers who were carrying out that particular raid. Why did they take those particular cell phones, Oliver?
Yeah, so just to confirm and to be clear, that there were two different police units that were there. There were masked police presence who executed the raid and who confiscated the cell phone. And there were uniform unmasked police officers who come from two particular stations, one in Mahikeng and the other in Mabato. For clarity, it's not the ones from Mahikeng and Mabato that executed the raid and confiscated the cell phones. Am I understanding you correctly?
That's correct, Oliver. That's correct, because those police officers from Mabato police station, we found them here. They were just gathering, conversing. I think they were trying to gather information. Like I'm telling you, that they were not aware, from the information that we have gathered, they were not aware about this particular raid that was carried out here by those police officers that we don't know they are from which unit. So the police officers from Mabato arrived here after the raid has taken place. That's what we can confirm.
Okay.
So there were two different police units, but from I can confirm that those police officers were from Mabato because their vehicles were marked.
Maybe just for clarity, further clarity on this question, did the police officers from Mahikeng and Mabato inquire from the masked uniform police where they're from and what the purpose of the raid is, or did they arrive after the masked police officers had all already left the premise and the scene?
We understand that when local police officers, police from Mabato arrived here, those who carried out the raid have already left. That raid, we understand from one of the people that we have spoken to, he told us that the raid took about 30 to 45 minutes, and those police officers left. So Mahikeng police officers or Mabato police officers arrived, that particular raid has taken place. So we understand that there were also some police officers who visited one of the business premises not far from this one, that also belongs to Brown Mogotsi. When we were, trying to interview Brown Mogotsi previously, the first interview that we did as SABC with Brown Mogotsi, we visited that particular premise when these allegations came to the fore for the first time about Brown Mogotsi having classified or confidential information of the police, following the allegations were leveled against police commissioner in KwaZulu-Natal. So we visited that. It's a pub. It's not far from this business premise. So we understand that there were some police officers who also visited that particular business premise, which is a pub, which is not far from the particular business premises that we are currently stationed at.
Thabiso, just lastly, very quickly, do you know how many business operations Brown Mogotsi has in the Northwest?
Oliver, what I can tell you, I only know these two business premises, the one that we are currently stationed at, and the pub that is not far from here. Those are the only two businesses that we know at this stage that belong to Brown Mogotsi.
Thank you very much for that. Really do appreciate it. Thabiso Moss coming to us live there from the Northwest. Well, we're going